Hello, today I'm going to get some gluing done. The roll cage isn't glued in yet. I just kind of test fitted it in there. Just from my experience actually last night, I had the firewall glued in. It can't be glued in before the roll cage. For some reason it just doesn't work to get it fixed like that. So just a little tip for you there. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue. That's where the front of the roll cage comes in through the chassis. As you can see, I kind of started weathering it. I'm not real happy with it, but it'll have to do. So like I said, I'm just gluing the roll cage to the chassis. That piece on the back I'm gonna nip off. It doesn't want to sit down in the chassis very well, so I'm just gonna cut that where it goes through instead and just glue it straight on there. So yeah, essentially what you want to do is put all your interior stuff in first, like this box, the diff cooler, fire extinguisher, shifter, seat. Then put the roll cage on. The fuel cell you can put in anytime, honestly. It's not that big of a deal. And then we'll put this in. I'm trying to figure out if I need to have the dash piece in before I do that. I think I do. Again, that's why we test fit, because this, with I guess the paint isn't going to sit in there very well. So I'll take some material out of that. Sits in there better, but still could use a little bit more. And yeah, I'm not using gloves today, or for right now anyway. Probably should be though. I think I can see I'm already starting messing my dash up, so. See, I think, because I don't, know if it's going to easily go in there before or after, so I'll try to figure that out. I think it's going to go in after. Maybe it'll go in before. It's going to force it. What do the directions say? I've got the firewall in before the roll cage, so it doesn't help me. All right, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and glue it. If it doesn't work, we'll pull it apart and start over again. Let that dry. Now, kind of letting that dry too. I've got the rear end ready to go. I've got everything glued onto the front roll bar, ready to go. I had this glued in where the engine sits underneath. It fell off. I've got the wheels ready to go. I've got the front suspension all painted. So I should get it done fairly quickly. I gotta put this on yet, or I might not. Transition, or not the transition, the rear end cooler right there. So yeah, I've got, I think, everything painted, ready to go. I did a little bit of bluing on the headers. This is, so I airbrushed, I did this separate, like these come in two separate pieces. Airbrushed the headers silver, aluminum, I think. Then I did a yellow clear, kind of just starting here all the way up, not all the way to the top. Then I mixed some blue and red and made purple. I did a little bit of the darker part there, and then I did a blue up by where the head is, and a little bit in the corners. So I feel like on the headers they turn out okay, and I think on the exhaust it looks too green here, so I might do something different with that. I don't know. I may just leave it. I'm not sure. So, but like I said, on the headers, I think they look pretty good. So, engine's about ready to go in. Once that dries, I'll put the gauge decals on. Got my steering wheel ready to go. I'll put that on once that dries. Then it's just the radiator housing stuff right there, ready to go. Got front suspension pieces right here, ready to go. Air cleaner cover, ready to go. Window net I have not painted, but I will get on that fairly shortly. So, there's more front end suspension pieces. So, it is trucking right along. I should have it done, I would say, by this week. All right, I'm gonna show you how I do these headers. So, this is where this old red glue comes in handy if it doesn't go everywhere. I'm looking for toothpicks. There we go. All right, so because this stuff takes a little bit longer to dry and it's a gel, so it kind of helps make it movable whenever you go to glue it. Put this on the end of here, and I'll put it on the other side as well, because you gotta have your headers lined up. Make sure you put them on the right way. Okay. So now we want to make sure that they fit where they're supposed to down here. That's a little bit tougher. So usually one side will cooperate and the other one won't. But you see, by using that glue, you can still kind of adjust them wherever you need them before it dries. So what I might try doing is getting the headers to stick to the block. More glue here. Sometimes the third hand would be handy. Alright. Probably should have, put that glue in on both sides first. But that's okay, we got it handled. Alright, so now we got glue on both sides. Just gonna try to kids to lay as flat as we can. And you can put the engine in with the exhaust at the same time. It'll all go in. So, I gotta figure out how to set this where it'll dry like that. Alright, we're gonna roll like that. So, it should be fine. Let that sit up good, especially since you're using this stuff. Something like this where you need some movement just to get everything lined up correctly, it's better to use something that doesn't work as fast, I guess. So, but it's a gel, like I said, so it's thick enough. It still kind of holds itself on there for a good while. So, and also you need to make sure that you leave a gap between the exhaust and the transmission, because you know it's going to have to slide in between. That's going to have to go in between them, like right in there. All right, so I'm letting this bracket dry, and then I'm going to put the engine in later. So I'll have to work on that tomorrow. I'm not worried about it right now. So I'll give it a good, quite a few, like overnight to dry. Then I can put the engine in. Hopefully I still have a little bit of movement there where I need to, in case I need to tweak it a little bit, but I think I should be okay. Looks fairly good, fairly straight. So, but yeah, so I'll have that, and then the front part of the roll cage, tires and wheels, the chassis will be done, I believe. Before I do that, I remember to paint the window net, get that going. So, all right, I will be back next time. Thank you all for watching.